Thank you. Thank you so much, the magnificent delegation from Poland. We will now be heading to the Mediterranean Sea to welcome our Maltese delegation, as well as their speaker, Member of Parliament, Mrs. Janice Chetcuti.
Madam Rajavi, distinguished guests, dear friends, good evening. I just came from the island of Malta. We brought you also a glimpse of our sun, and along with my colleagues here, we represent the Maltese Parliament. By profession, I am a lawyer, and indeed, the very first thing which we studied about were obviously human fundamental rights and how they should be working in every country on this world of ours. And in fact, one very important mission unites us here today. The search for peace, the search for serenity, the search for the unanimous practice of one of the most important fundamental rights, that is, the right to life. The absolute right to live peacefully, surrounded by all our loved ones, without having to fear anything or anyone. Together, as one, all our voices will resonate this unequivocal message. Let us all unite for love and peace, and let us all dedicate our attention, our empathy, and our actions in order to stop any form of abuse, violence, oppression, and any kind of brutality. As a Maltese Member of Parliament, and on behalf of the majority of MPs in Malta, we are here today to express our unequivocal support for the Iranian people's 4-decade-long resistance for a free, democratic, and secular republic. Even one day, even one day of such turbulent pain is unacceptable for any fellow human being to suffer, let alone all these long, dreading years. Nonetheless, these people have exhibited unwavering resilience, tirelessly fighting for a better tomorrow to offer to their generations to come. The Iranian people have repeatedly shown their rejection of the regime through coordinated boycotts of sham elections, as we also witnessed exactly this past week. Their demands are clear. The regime is illegitimate, and it must go. This dictatorship must come to an end, and whilst finally these people will regain that which is rightfully theirs, living in peace with their loved ones. The turmoil created after the death of Ibrahim Raisi has made the Supreme Leader desperate to find a replacement. The presidential election is only a tool to cover up the never-ceasing brutalities. The regime is weak, clinging to power through suppression and terrorism, thus creating false and misleading claims against the opposition to justify their actions. In this crucial moment, the people of Malta stand in solidarity with your movement as the viable alternative to the Iranian regime. We stand in solidarity with the Iranian women at the forefront of this resistance. Despite facing extreme misogyny and repression, they have persistently fought for freedom and equality for 4 decades. Women in the PMOI and NCRI have taken leadership roles, and we admire their bravery and sacrifice for the liberation of all Iranians. We condemn the gross human and women's rights violations and endorse Maryam Rajavi's 10-point plan for a free and democratic Iran. NCRI has shown dedication to democracy, human rights, and people's sovereignty for Iran's future. Her plan emphasizes universal suffrage, the separation of religion and state, full gender equality, and the abolition of the death penalty. We see this as a comprehensive roadmap for a transition to a democratic governance. Together, we want to affirm our unwavering support for the upholding of justice and human rights. As members of Parliament, we support the NCRI as a moral imperative. We call on the international community to recognize this legitimate alternative to the current regime and support your fight for justice, including the blacklisting of the RIGC. We are proud to stand with you to help the Iranian people achieve the freedom, democracy, and human rights they so deeply deserve. We want to keep on rekindling our hearts with hope whilst favouring one imperative mission, that for all the Iranian people to live all together in their beautiful country whilst having peace of mind and peace in heart. They deserve this. The world deserves this. Let us together never cease to be that one important instrument for peace. Madam Rajavi, I appeal for your never-failing courage, energy, and passion in all that you believe in. Keep on inspiring me and so many others here. So, because we all just know that your battle is just. May you, all of you Iranians, return to your beautiful country and live there peacefully like we try to live in the rest of the world. From our hearts, we wish you the very best. Thank you.